But yeah, the starting team is random, and orange was first in, so they were able to pick a side, and they picked dire, and they got lucky first pick as well, so they have both. There's more disconnects coming up from the radiant team. That's not good. I just keep checking to see if something is said. But the bans continue in the meantime. We have got ourselves a Nature's Prophet ban as well as a Darkseer with a Naga Siren ban for the first ban for the Radiant team. And the last ban to come in will be a Rubik or will be something entirely different. We don't know yet. We will find out. And it looks like my stream reset itself. Let me just say that in the chat. My stream reset itself in a moment. Should be back. I don't know why he does that. I hope still that we were fine with the introduction. Anyway, if you're only able to tune in right now, then I will say again, GosuCup Asia, round number 5, best out of 1, orange between orange and GXBrutal. And I do apologize for the cat sounds in the background. Lycanthrope was the last ban out for GXBrutal, a hero that we have seen a couple of times, but hasn't had that big of an impact anymore lately. So I'm curious to see him banned out, but that does mean that Rubik is still in the pool. We still have a Leshrac, we still have an Invoker, all kinds of heroes that are still left in the pool that are normally picked up fairly early, just like, for example, the Titan. But here's the Rubik as a first pick. No real surprise there, as of course it is an all-round hero that is basically always useful, and in theory he is a counter to already the entire lineup for the Radiant side, purely because everything that they can throw at you, you can throw at them back. So good stuff there, as we have got the first pick coming off for the Radiant side. Let's see what they want to go for. And I just noticed that I have to change this one around slightly. Hope you can still hear me. Should be able to still hear me. Should be able to hear me fine. Reserve time already going in for the Radiant team, and they have already ticked into the reserve time quite a bit. I mean, you start off with 1 minute 30, and then already they're down to 50 seconds, even before the first pick. And there we have Leshrac Tidehunter. No real surprises there, to be fair. I mean, both heroes are good all around the game. Both heroes can play multiple roles. We've seen Tidehunter solo, we've seen Leshrac solo, and with picking these two heroes, the only thing they kind of give away is saying, you know what, we have the ability to team fight you, and we have the ability to push towers with the Leshrac Edict. But other than that, like for lanes and stuff, it all remains a mystery for now, leaving orange to just pick what they want to play. We have got a Templar Assassin, so we're probably going to see KYXY playing that one. And let's see if they're going to pick up a Venomancer as well, or a Bedrider maybe, just to make sure that the Radiant team cannot pick that up against them. But of course we'll find that out shortly. After first it's going to be orange last pick. If it's not going to be Bedrider or anything like that, maybe they want to go for some team fight for themselves as well. I mean, they cannot rely on Rubik always stealing that Ravage, so maybe they want to go for an Enigma or something like that. Of course all the jungle heroes are still in. So for example, like the Enigma and Chen and the Enchantress. All three. And there's the Enigma. So they pick up a jungle hero and team fight ability. So good stuff there. As I hope that my stream should be on again. I'm gonna just ask. Should be back any moment. Yeah, Twitch is having some issues due to the League of Legends finals, so hence why we might experience some more lag on Twitch, and why Twitch might be dropping out sometimes, because they give priority to League of Legends finals. I don't blame them, to be fair. Bedrider will still be picked up here, so no real surprises. That is, of course, the now common counter towards the Templar Assassin, so we're going to see that one taking it up against the Templar Assassin in mid lane. And well, I have to say, I mean, both teams looking pretty solid. We have already team fight on both teams, mid lane heroes on both teams, and the only real difference so far is that Enigma is there, and that is, of course, giving that advantage to orange in the jungle for experience and gold. Oh yeah, one thing that we have to note, of course, I mean, in Captain's mode right now, both Meepo and Magnus are in. I haven't seen them picked up yesterday the entire day. And I'm of course I'm hoping to see them picked up, but I don't really think it's gonna happen. Though having said that, like Darkseer is no longer in, of course, and if you want to have a good black hole, then maybe you want to get a Magnus, because he can also grab everybody and put him in the middle, and if you then follow that up with a black hole, well, that's going to be a team wipe for sure. So I'm kind of hoping that Orange might pick that one up, but we will find out. Hopefully. We have got ourselves a Broodmother ban-out as well as an Invoker. Next ban-out is for Orange, which is a Lone Druid. Don't really want to be fighting that one. For lanes, as far as lanes go for the Radiant side, like I said, Bat Rider solo. I think Leshrac and Tidehunter, I mean, that's so hard to say. They can fill so many roles. With Orange banning out the Broodmother, maybe they're thinking like, oh, Leshrac and Tidehunter is going to be on a tri lane. So they ban out solo lanes, and they ban out the Lone Druid as well, which is also a bit of a solo lane. And what is this? Is this indeed? I have to. Oh yeah. Never mind.
10 seconds.
But
5 seconds remaining.
But yeah, they ban out solo lane, so they're kind of expecting Leshrac Tidehunter to be paired up with a carry. So we might see, you know, something like a Bounty Hunter or something like that still getting banned out. But it's gonna be GXBrutal that's gonna be banning out next. Let's see what Orange could still need. I mean, they have got a Templar Assassin, which is a decent solo lane. They've got the Rubik, which is potentially a solo lane, but I don't think that's going to be it. He's going to be probably on a dual lane. And they ban out the Brewmaster. That would be a good combination with the Rubik, by the way. I mean, that telekinesis will give Brewmaster the chance to just walk up to the target and clap as soon as he comes down, or even before. So, nice ban out there. And of course, I mean, the Radiant team has the Tidehunter, which at level 6 is going to be trying to force a team fight together with the rest of his team, most likely. And Brewmaster is one of those same types of heroes, and I don't want to be facing that one. They're already facing enough team fight on the side of Orange with that Enigma being there. But yeah, they don't want to be dealing with that primal split also from the Brewmaster that he gets at level 6.
5 seconds remaining.
Last ban coming in for Orange. Let's see, is it going to be one of those solo lanes? I mean, there's still so many in. Like, I already said Bounty Hunter, but Queen of Pain, Windrunner, Puck, all those solid solo lanes are still in the pool. Beastmaster, you can call them all. But is that gonna be it? Or do they fear one of the carries that GXBrutal can still pick up with that tri-lane? I mean, well, they ran out a Dragon Knight. So yeah, that is a carry. Also a bit of pushing power, so probably one that they just don't want to be facing. And of course, something with a very annoying stun to deal with, even though having said that, Rubik can steal pretty nice stuff from him. Though I have to also say, like, if you look at the Radiant lineup now, like the stuff that Rubik can steal right now from the Radiant team, it's all definitely not bad. For Leshrac, it goes that everything that Rubik steals from Leshrac, Rubik can do better, because he doesn't have that cast point. Tidehunter, yeah, okay, if you don't want to be getting an Anchor Smash, I guess. But a Gush is decent, as well as a definitely a Ravage is decent. And there's a Queen of Pain ban out still, and this time on the Radiant side though. And of course, Bat Rider, if you can steal a Lasso, if you can steal a Flame Break or Firefly even, that would be I mean, it's good spells to steal for sure for that Rubik there. Let's see what Orange is going to be going for here. If they're going to be picking up a carry, or if they're going to be going for a solo lane. I mean, in theory, Enigma and Rubik could also solo lane, but I do think that Rubik is going to be played as support here, meaning that we still have to have a carry and a solo lane. And normally what you see with the Templar Assassin is one of those hard carries. Kyrios Knight is not the one that I meant actually, but he will fulfill that role too, even though he is a bit more of a mid-game hero as well, because as soon as he's level 8, when he's got his Chaos Ball and the Reality Rift max out, he can try to roam around and get some kills. And of course the same thing goes for the Templar Assassin, and what would make their lineup really dangerous is if they go for a solo lane in the Bounty Hunter for Orange side. I mean, then you have 2 heroes that can start rolling around at level 6, level 7, 8, Templar
10
Assassin and
seconds
Chaos Knight.
remaining.
Both heroes that can get a lot of kills around that time, because they are
5
just
seconds.
having that that head start, or at least you know,
Dire
that
team
massive
pick.
burst damage, even though they don't need that many items. And what would increase the advantage that you get in that mid game? Track gold. So that would be an amazing pickup for them if they. I would like to see that one. But we're gonna see that. I do think that we're gonna see Chaos Knight laning together with a Rubik, which will mean that they need a solo lane. But as I just said earlier, I mean, there's so many options right now that could go for anything.
10
And
seconds remaining.
Disruptor picked up by GXBrutal here. And it's gonna be a support. Okay, so it's gonna be a support. So we're gonna see a Rubik solo
Radiant
lane.
team pick.
Lina Chaos Knight is a solid lane, like follow-up stun from the Lina on the Chaos bot, and it is a lane that's been done before, and a lot of burst damage coming from that as well. But we'll make the Rubik indeed a solo lane. But yeah, it's a good combination for sure, and I like the pickup as well. Last pickup for GXBrutal. They kind of need a carry. They have got the Bat Rider. They're really banking on him to probably take down that Templar Assassin, make sure she doesn't get a head start.
5
And they need
seconds
those
remaining.
team fights as well. I mean, if we look at if you compare the lanes right now, there is disable on both teams. So that's not the case here. It's just a massive burst damage coming out from Orange with the Chaos Knight and the Templar Assassin that is making their lineup seem a lot more dangerous, a lot earlier than the lineup for GXBrutal.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But let's see.
Anti-mage.
Anti-mage, okay. So they decided, you know what, we are gonna withstand your power for the very early game, and around 25 minutes / 30 minutes, if our anti-mage got enough for him, then you're out. One thing that I do have to say, like Chaos Knight, if he gets a 4-second stun up on that anti-mage is doomed. Like, there's no escaping him unless anti-mage got like really a lot of HP. Which he normally doesn't, not around that point in the game, because he normally goes for fast battle fury or something like that to get his farm up, and I do think that is something that he probably wants now as well. But they'll need a lot of vision to make sure that the Chaos Knight is not going to be able to pick off the anti-mage. Same goes for the Templar Assassin, of course, and normally Templar Assassins go for blink daggers and such, so anti-mage blink away won't be doing that much if the TA can follow him around. And of course, how can we forget? Well, I didn't really forget because I mentioned it now, but if Rubik managed to steal anti-mage's blink, he is gonna be so mobile that there's really no escape for anti-mage at all, because normally you see also Rubik going for those items like a blink dagger, like a force staff, and if you don't have a Rubik with a blink dagger and a force staff and a blink from the anti-mage, you can really not stop him then. We have got ourselves a reconnect from someone from Orange, but that's okay. We'll go over the Radiant side first, see who is playing what. So the Radiant side is GXBrutal, and they are also in round 5 of the GosuCup Asia. We have got ourselves playing Bat Rider, My Pro. Superfly is going to be playing the Anti-Mage. ZPR is going to be playing the Tidehunter. 3K1Y is going to be playing the Leshrac, and Noki's is going to be playing the Disruptor, Noki's 11. Then we jump to the Dire side, because there is Orange getting ready. We have ourselves a Go as well. Actually, I'm waiting now from the Radiant team. But I will tell you who's playing what. We have got Ice playing the Lina. Yamate is going to be playing the Chaos Knight. KYXY, indeed the Templar Assassin. Extinct is going to be playing Rubik, or otherwise known as X. And Fried Butterflies is actually Ice. He's standing in for Winter today, and he'll be playing the Enigma. So that is our lineup for this match, as we're waiting for the Radiant team to be done. I have to actually say, like, the first time I saw the Templar Assassin in a competitive match, and I was actually the person that casted the first competitive match with the Templar Assassin, it was picked up by Orange, and KYXY was the one to play it then as well. So I'm kind of, it's kind of fun every time I see him. It's like, oh yeah, he was the one I saw it do first, purely because of course I didn't really follow Dota 1, so it was like the first time I really saw her in action. And really got the first impression of the Templar Assassin, and he played it pretty brilliantly, I have to say. I was pretty amazed by it. Of course, I did kept calling Templar Assassin Phantom Assassin the entire game, but you know, details. Details indeed. At least we're gonna have, well, I'm gonna say Templar Assassin now, because I, you know, get used to names and stuff. That's how it goes. I'm still waiting for the Radiant side to be starting this off. I'm expecting a Batrider to be in the mid lane with a tri-lane for Disruptor, Anti-Mage, and Leshrac, and maybe then Tidehunter solo lane. Something like that would be probably be best. And of course, Disruptor as well as Leshrac are able to make sure that Anti-Mage can free farm, and maybe they're even able to take down a kill there with the limbs in a kinetic field and a Leshrac stun perhaps, and Anti-Mage trying to sneak the last hit in, even though that's not very easy to do early game. For the lanes for Orange, I'm expecting Ice to be in the jungle with his Enigma, Alina Chaos Knight. It's going to be a dual lane with a Rubik solo lane as well as a Templar Assassin solo lane. Of course, we can see Enigma on a solo lane as well, leaving the Rubik to either be on a tri lane or maybe even try to roam around, try to get a couple of kills out there. But on trialing could potentially be, but I just think Enigmas will be in the jungle. We'll find out though. I mean, they don't really have any pressure to put that Enigma in the jungle because the Radiant side for sure does not have a jungle hero, so they don't need to get that jungle. They will get it extra though, as in the extra golden experience going towards the Radiant team. Sorry, the Dire team will be will definitely be nice. We have one going to the toilet, so we're gonna have ourselves another pause, as in pause is getting prolonged the entire time. And we're waiting for the game to actually start. We have got ourselves some delay ready. I mean, in theory, the game should have started like 15 minutes ago. So it's already quite a delay. Even though I haven't said that, I mean, there's not as much delay as there was yesterday due to technical issues. Of course, that delay was there, but still. If you want to find out more about GosuLeague, by the way, for example, sorry, not GosuLeague, I mean GosuCup. If you want to find out more, for example, for brackets and such, you can go to gosugamers.net/Dota2, and there's on the right side of the page, there is a banner you can see of GosuLeague Asia, and below that banner there is a link to GosuCup Asia, and you can just click that link and you get to the coverage page, and there's a link to the brackets, there's a link to which teams are competing. But of course you want to be seeing those brackets. We are in round 5 at the moment, and I think in total there's going to be 8 rounds. Oh, that's the wrong button. Total there's going to be 8 rounds, and I'm just going to check just to make sure that there are indeed 8 rounds, and there are indeed 8 rounds. And yeah, we are in round 5. The last 2 rounds, by the way, so both the finals and the semi-finals are going to be best out of 3. So those will be taking a bit longer. And we still have 16 teams in, if I can count properly. I think I can count properly. Should be able to count properly. God damn it, don't. Oh. Anyway, still waiting before this game can actually start. It's gonna be a Templar Assassin versus the Batrider. I mean, Templar Assassin Batrider has been a combination that we've seen since the patch a lot more, of course, due to that buff that Batrider got. And I have to say, he is a pretty solid counter towards that TA, and getting some nice kills there as well. I mean, the sticky napalm, it's hard to dodge that if you still want to be trying to get last hits as well. And I mean, yeah, your refraction will remove some last hits, but as soon as you're like caught out of position, there will be a firefly, and you'll be well, you'll be losing your refraction very fast. That's for sure. And by the way, for the people also asking, I mean, I haven't seen a Meepo or a Magnus game yet in a competitive game. I wish I did though, because that would be, I would really like to see those, both of those heroes. I mean, like I said, I didn't really follow Dota 1 at all, so I haven't ever seen them in competitive play. And I know I've been told that Meepo is not really picked up in competitive play anyway, because you know, it's fairly easy to counter him. If I mean, you can maybe pick him as a surprise last pick if you know that your opponent doesn't have that much burst. But if your opponent has burst, there's not going to be that much that you can do with your Meepo, because one of your Meepos is going to get bursted down and you're dead. But having said that, I've also been told that Meepo is the highest skill cap hero in the game, from sources. I mean, this is obviously a subjective opinion from someone, but I do understand why that would be, because of course you have different, like, you can be all over the map, you can do so many things at the same time. It's incredible, and if he's played like properly and, you know, skill cap really high and stuff, then maybe that burst damage shouldn't be that much of a problem. But of course that's gonna be a risk that you take, and we don't see many teams taking that risk. I do think that Magnus will be a pretty decent hero though. Like, of course the Darkseer is a very good hero to be having in your team. And that's not only because of the vacuum obviously, but vacuum is a part of that. And the ulti from Magnus is pretty damn strong and could definitely take over the role of a vacuum, even though of course it has a way longer cooldown. But I do think I would like to see him. I mean, I definitely don't think he's bad. But then again, I guess if you want to go for that type of hero, you might be going for a Tidehunter or something like that instead, like go for a teamfight hero. And it's I guess it's easy to counter as well. Like, you don't really let yourselves get caught out in that ulti ever. But then again, in theory, you don't let yourselves get caught out with the Enigma Black Hole either, and people still do. So in that sense, you know, it happens. Oh well, maybe today, maybe later today, we'll still see a Magnus. I could continue hoping. Maybe even a Meepo. Although I'll probably look the entire game at what the Meepo is doing and nothing else. That might not be that ideal. We still have the pause continuing. Well, that's gonna be a very long toilet break. I don't really want to be knowing what he's doing right now. But who knows, maybe he's ill. It could be too. It'll take him a long time. Maybe he tripped. And did something else that makes him delayed. But yeah, we're just waiting. In the meantime, I think I said everything. Like, I can give myself commercials. So if you want to support me, go to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming, and subscribe, because that's really nice. I'm aiming for 5K subscriptions. I'm not halfway there yet, but I want to be soon. So you can subscribe to my YouTube and support me, and that would be very friendly. Thank you in advance if you do that. I can also, you know, I do all the plugins and stuff. Like this Asia Cup, or GosuCup Asia, we want, of course, hold the cup more often. And to do that, we have to show some love to our sponsors. So shout out to Aver Media, Gigabyte, and MSI, because they made this tournament possible. Like a GosuCup Asia with a $1,000 prize pool over one weekend. It's definitely, I like it. And there's the goal finally. But yeah, it's a good development. Like, we need those kind of little cups, or little cups. It's not that little actually. There were so many teams competing. Whoa, really? Did you just do that?
Prepare for battle.
So, Enigma decided to buy a TP scroll and already warned 1 minute before the game starts, which will mean, by the way, that the wars will disappear at 5 minutes. Not really ideal, but he wants to be able to do everything before he is gonna go back into wherever he's gonna go. If he's gonna go to the jungle or not, I'm not sure. I don't think he knows, because he's just walking around. Like, where am I going? Where am I going? Am I going middle? Am I going bottom? Am I going middle? And blinks all over the map, and there's the last ward. Oh, they see him standing there, or they expect him standing there, because they don't see it. And he finds him there, he finds him. Tidehunter, run! Run, you little Tide! He's just gonna hide here, but, you know, I think Tide saw him, so he's not gonna be making that mistake again. Of course, there could be a stun. Chaos Bolt as, oh, are they gonna really? Like, wait until the Tidehunter is there? Oh, no, they're backing off, thank you. Here we go, I'll wait there. That would have been fun. Anyway, we have got the Enigma moving towards the bottom lane. He's got 300 gold. Curious to see if he's gonna go. Normally, when people save their gold, they're gonna go for a fast gonna go for fast bottle, but right now only denying a lane and then probably leaving Rubik to go to the bottom lane. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check out who's gonna be on the lanes for the Radiant side first, because at least they're already on the lane, and this is no real surprise. I mean, Anti-Mage indeed on the tri lane with the Shrek and the Disruptor there, with the Butt Rider in the mid lane taking it up against the TA with the Tidehunter solo lane on the top lane. It will be an Enigma still on this bottom lane, and he's gonna be soloing it up. Not gonna be getting that much experience though. Especially not since, one, he is not at the creep wave for the Radiant side, like he is not around here. Second, because he is up for his trial lane, which is definitely not ideal. And indeed is the TA in the mid lane, as I said earlier already. And it looks like it to be a trial lane still for the Rubik, well, semi-jungling with pulling the creeps, making sure the Tidehunter's not getting any experience here, and Chaos Knight and Lina together, trying to, of course, make their combination happen. And, those will be the lanes. I'm curious to see how this Enigma is going to be getting experience, because I do feel like maybe he should even just... I mean, he cannot do anything here. Yes, he can continuously deny creeps. And, like you can see, he can do that. He can even try to get last hits with that. Oh, Anti-Mage blinks right in there, lands a right click. And that will be a mana breakup on him also. So he'll be able to just do that constantly and burn the mana away from the Anti-Mage, from the Enigma, who already has only 2 Clarity Potions left, and yeah, that will be pretty painful. But yeah, the right clicks will continue. It is indeed, of course, an Anti-Mage farm against the Chaos Knight, kinda. That's how I see it at the moment. But having said that, it will be Chaos Knight as well as Templar Assassin that will be ready to join the fight earlier. Though if the game lasts very long, in theory, it should be the Anti-Mage pulling ahead of both of those people. In the meantime, gank on the mid lane, Leshrek's on, followed up. There's a flame break, Refraction is already on. Here comes Lina with a haste rune. Not able to do anything there, and Leshrek already moves back again after that harassment. Oh, 3 stacks up on KYX, but has to be really careful. 7 seconds here. Lina still with the haste rune. What's she gonna do? She's gonna take a lot of harassment. Look at KYX back. He just walked a bit through the fire with those 3 stacks. That is just so painful. And he pops self. Now only has the stick charge. Of course, if you're gonna be first a Bat Rider, picking up a magic stick first is the best thing you can do. I mean, it will give you so much regen, because of course Bat Riders spam out that sticky napalm. In the meantime, 3 seconds up on the Tidehunter, follow up summon Lina, and that's some burst damage going through. Reality Rift still in, and that's the first blood Yamate picking it up. Lina still dies though, Tower getting the last hit, but Tidehunter getting credit. 1 for 1. But the Chaos Knight picking up that first blood is of course very important. Lina dying on the side, you know, not that big of a deal. Even though Tidehunter did get the gold for that, he did not get the experience. Which is something that you want to stop him from getting, because as soon as he has that experience, when he gets level 6, you'll have that team fight, and you want to try to get that team fight, well, you don't want to be having that team fight, to be fair. Edict already going off on the tower. It was still level 1 Edict though, so not doing that much just yet. But every little bit helps. Enigma, no more Clarity Potions for him. He has something flying out though. Is it his Soul Ring already? No, it's just Sage Mouse and more Clarities. More Clarities, please. Tidehunter, I'm not sure where he's gonna go, but he is gonna find himself in a tough position if Chaos Knight knows where he is. Lina blinking out because she knows where he is. And he's actually just gonna walk somewhere else. Maybe he's gonna check out in the 4-minute rune. Was this gonna spawn in 3 seconds? Will he be lucky? Nope, no luck for you. And it's gonna be on the bottom lane. It's gonna be a double damage rune. And Tidehunter will just move back again towards his lane, and will continue trying to snipe off some experience there, as he's almost level 2. Not something you should be really proud about at 4 minutes time, but at least it's better than nothing. Even though of course he died once. Not ideal. Bat Rider picking up the double damage rune, has got a bottle as well, so we'll be able to make some something happen. Maybe with the TA being level 5, by the way, with the Bat Rider being level 5 as well. But the TA definitely ahead on experience, like almost an entire level on the Bat Rider does he have. In the meantime, Anti-Mage still happily farming, keeping par with the Chaos Knight. 28 for 5 on the Anti-Mage and 28 for 11 on the Chaos Knight. And Edict again doing some damage. This time is still level 1 by the way, but like every little bit helps. So you see it there. It's almost down to half HP, and they haven't really done that much. I mean, they continuously just pushed in. And
Radiant's
Enigma
middle
already
tower is
having
under
his
attack.
last clarity again. Picked up the recipe as a Soul Ring, but not just having the Soul Ring complete. Almost there though. Almost there. KYXY looking for the rune, but it's actually, I don't know where he's looking for, not for the rune. Place a trap in the mid actually, he's level 6, so we might see him trying to get a kill soon up on this Batrider while he's still level 5. He needs some more harassment for it to work though, maybe a bit more mana as well. He does not have meld, one thing to note here. And I think as long as he doesn't have meld, he's not going to be aiming to leave the lane just yet. I mean, he doesn't really need to either, they can wait until that Tidehunter is maybe level 4. And if they're going to be keeping that much ahead, then you know, it's not really needed. Yeah, they let the Anti-Mage farm, but they're just waiting for that window of opportunity to open up more than they need to. Wow, 4 seconds stun, follow up stun from Alina, Dragon Slave, right clicks, Reality Rear still lands a gush from Alina, but it's not enough. And Alina actually gets the last hit.
Who wants one?
She made fish sticks. That's all nice. But yeah, that is again the kill on the top lane. As of course both kills so far, actually all kills so far, have happened on the top lane. Tidehunter not having a too easy time there, but that was to be expected. I mean, this is a solid dual lane. We have seen the lane before, and it is that for a reason. It is a strong lane for this very reason. And if you're then going to be a solo Tidehunter, right now he is out-leveled by thus far that he is not going to be able to survive that combination anymore, even though if he would have kept up with that, he might have survived. If he would have kept up with the levels, that is, he might have survived that combination. But right now, level 2, taking it up against a level 7 Chaos Knight, and where is Lina? And a level 4 Lina. That is just too much to be dealing with. And Rubik now also on this top lane. He's level 4. It's all from Tide. Reality Rift coming in. Where's the stun? Gonna land. Telekinesis first. There's the stun. The follow-up stun from Lina. Not hitting though, but still a 2-second stun. And the Fate Bolt will finish it off. And that is Tidehunter dying 3 times. As I do think it's time for him to maybe find his farm elsewhere. And they will try to push this lane, however, like slightly, but yeah, well, they don't have that much solid pushing power, but they can definitely do some damage here for sure. In the meantime, bottom lane, of course, still getting pushed also. Antimate's in a lot of trouble. Has got a black hole, but he doesn't have any mana. Does have a Soul Ring on cooldown as well. The Shrek stun still hitting Telekinesis. X coming in here. Malphite going off on the Shrek, who's level 3. Fatebolt's going through with Shrek backing off. And it's actually going to be found by KYXY. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit. That's it. No, well, he picked up 1 level of melt, but that is was not even needed to take that kill. Level 3, Leshrac versus the level 8 Templar Assassin. Yeah, that's gonna be going well for Leshrac. No. Meantime, this tower, I mean, they're chipping it away, and Antimage still farming, of course, as it has some good farm, I have to add. I mean, definitely, for sure. Has 51 last hits, is picked up his Ring of Health, has got his power threads, and is definitely looking good. The only problem is that the other lanes for him are not shut down at all. Like the Templar Assassin is free farming. Ooh. Chaos Knight now getting a gush, he's getting chased down. There is a lasso on the Batrider. If he gets him, that's 1 stack of Sticky Napalm. Batrider. Then level 2. There's a slow, 50% slow though. Chaos Knight should be fine. TA going back as well, and that is indeed gonna be. Oh. Oh, that is sad. Well, that was the illusion rune, but yeah. That was the save from Templar Assassin. 50% slow does that. And Yamate will just go back to the top lane, continue farming, continue getting his what's they call the Vanguard, because that's what he's looked like he's building. We have got ourselves a ward up, aggressive ward up by the Dire here. Orange really wanting to maybe stop his Antimage from farming, even though, well, they haven't tried that before, as in they haven't tried to shut him down just yet, and he is pulling ahead based on last hits. Not on gold, because Chaos Knight of course got those kills, but I mean, it feels like they are pretty confident that they are going to be able to take the game before Antimage gets too big. That's basically what I think is happening, but oh, Courier, 1 hit. Oh, he's not doing that much damage. He should be fine. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like right now Orange is thinking about taking down or doing something here. Oh, hello, Bedrider. You really should be really careful here. It's nighttime, so he doesn't see them. Trap going off. He hits on the disruptor. There's the melt damage as well on the right clicks and Fate Bolt to finish it off. Bedrider, I'm not sure if you should be going here right now.
Under attack.
Yeah, apparently you should. Anti-Mage blinks away. They back off again also, even though they have got the Malefice and they have got the Black Hole. If they, yeah, they have definitely got the stuff going on there. Tidehunter in the meantime going down again on this top lane. A TP out from Yamate to get up some mana and HP. I mean, Lina wasn't, well, was there I think, but TP'd home. And it's gonna be Disruptor that's gonna try to help out the Tidehunter now. Tidehunter, who is still level 4, so no Ravage yet, and that's something that they really need. Like, if you're gonna have a 4+1 strat, so Anti-Mage farming, the other 4 of your team taking all the rest of the opponent team to try to make give Anti-Mage time to farm, then you need the Tidehunter to be level 6 because you need to have those Ravages. Because without those Ravages, you just don't have it. Oh, stun. 3 seconds. Black Hole, casted, and that's gonna be a kill. I think Leshrek's stun. Not even gonna hit, not even gonna do anything. Chaos Knight picking him off. Chases on though. There's a stun. 4 seconds. Bedrider. Leshrek's stun, trying to save his life. Will it be enough? Reality Rift though. Lasso might be enough. My pro has to run really fast. Is he gonna be able to make it? He still has 7 stick charges. He does not use them though, and he's gonna drop. Double kill for Yamate. Malefice, 3 seconds stun. Level 4 Leshrek, look at that HP drop, and that is going to be Enigma picking up the kill. No triple kill for Yamate. And I do think Bedrider would have been able to stay alive if he used his magic wand, but not able to do so at the time. In the meantime, mid lane, telekinesis, the stun from Lina following up, and the right click from Rubik to end the job. Killing spree going off for the Rubik. In the meantime, Enigma still died here, by the way, and that was actually... How did Enigma still die? Oh, killed by the tower got him. Tower killed off the Enigma, so 2 kills now on the Radiant team for 10. As the gold graph is definitely spiking towards that 7.5k in favor of Orange. We're gonna have the experience graph towards the 10k. So big differences here, but it's still. Oh, wait a second, top lane. KYXY, no, Haystream will be able to back out. No Lasso, because Lasso on cooldown. But yeah, it's gonna be the Anti-Mage that's of course still trying to farm as much as he can. He did die once, and it looks like his blink just got stolen, and that's the thing that I was talking about. That's something that X will be really happy with, because it just makes him so mobile. In the meantime, tier 1 tower goes down on the middle lane, and Nipa picking up the gold for that one, and Blink Dagger picked up by the Templar Assassin. And we do have Rubik rotating towards the bottom lane. Chaos Knight is already there, so we might have another go up on this Anti-Mage. The Blink is on there from the Rubik. We have got extra support incoming in the form of Ice on his Enigma, as well as far behind is the Lina, who's actually going to try to just farm instead. By the looks of it, maybe pull. I don't know. We'll see though. We're going to wait here on this bottom lane to see what this Anti-Mage is going to do. I think he feels something coming, so he's going to be hiding himself in the jungle. But here comes Yamate. Wants to be going, and Anti-Mage saw it coming, blinks away. He's not going to be letting himself get cut out, and Anti-Mage actually TP's out, making sure he can farm elsewhere. While Yamate, as well as the rest of his team, is just taking care of the creep wave so that the tower, last tier 1 tower standing on the Radiant, can still be taken down. I bet right in the meantime, 1100 gold up on him. I mean, his farm has been okay-ish. Oh.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
But not getting anything anymore. Looking for a last two. Is he going to be able to get it? No, Malefice will make sure that Ice can get away from that one. TP incoming from the Rubik. He's going to look for telekinesis. Going to find it on the Disruptor. Glimpse back though. Glimpse back, and there's no more Rubik standing around here. But there is a Lina who get lassoed. His Ice is going to be able to save her life. That's going to be her goal, but no. As in, yes, she can save her life. Malefice going up on the Bedrider kinetic field to make sure that nobody can chase. But nobody needs to chase. We have Laguna Blade.
Fire flies.
I'll show you how fire flies. And that was indeed Lina taking down the fire flying Bedrider. And that is Rubik getting back to this middle lane as well, of course. I mean, that's one of the most annoying things, getting glimpsed back after you just TP. I do like it though. Like, this is one of the more fun things if you are indeed playing a Disruptor. In the meantime, Yamate just free farming on his bottom lane, picked up an overclock, probably going for BKB. In the meantime, Rubik still picking up the Tidehunter, who still is level 5, no level 6 just yet. 14 minutes in, 10k gold in favor of Orange as they place a central ward. Gotta find that ward, but not gonna kill it just yet. You just want to make sure that they are the ones that are not being seen up on this high ground right now, and they're gonna look for a black hole, I think. Mechanism being built up on the Radiant side, the Dire side, sorry, up on the Enigma. With KYX finding the Antimage. Antimage actually getting forced out of the lane here. Face Boots and Blink Dagger is basically all this KYX needs to take down heroes really fast, but still continuing his farm. Probably be going for a Desolator if you can help it, if you can get it together. In the meantime, everybody rotating to the top lane. They have got this ward here, of course, and they smoke up. They saw it happen, though. They know exactly where everybody is, and that's a blink in. Telekinesis up on the Bedrider. Lina stun going off on the Bedrider as well. Fade Bolt's going through. There's still no Ravage up on this side, though. That could change the final round, but the Kinetic Field Static Storm taking a lot of damage here, and that is gonna be a last two up on the Rubik. In the meantime, Tidehunter drops to Lina, the Shrek dies on the side. Rubik will still go down though, MyPro taking it down, but it is on the other side of the fight that the rest of his team is just getting obliterated. It's only Bedrider that's able to stay alive, and he TP's out. And that will be the end of the tier 2 tower on the top lane. Bottom tier 2 already went down, and Orange just pulling ahead so fast here. And there's really no stopping this. And that is TA picking up the last hit, 2700 gold up on her. Malefice going off, Tidehunter still level 5. And that's a kill. Temper Assassin picking it up. Enigma still taking a lot of damage here though. Mana Void going off, 1 tower hit to follow, and that is indeed going to be Enigma going down for the second time this game. Last 2 is on cooldown. Are they going to be able to find someone? Reality Rift up on the Chaos Knight. That was not what he was aiming for. 2 seconds down landing on the Bedrider, and here comes KYX. Takes care of the Disruptor. Does he want to take care of more? Refraction already gone. Fires there. Lina already backing out as well. 3 stacks of sticky napalm. Not something that you want to be chasing on. So they stop chasing and they back out. Gonna go to the last tier 2 tower probably. And here comes the creep wave and maybe making that possible. And it's gonna be Antimage still trying to get his farm. It's gonna be his blink stolen. Telekinesis there. Here comes the TA. Will be able to throw down some damage. There's still a blink on KYXY, but he is gonna be able to beat TP out. They didn't catch him in time. Lina's done. It's too late now. Would have stopped him otherwise, like if he was earlier. But no can do. Disruptor in the meantime has died 4 times. It's not got that much gold. Has, you know, has been placing wards. It's got boots, and he should be happy with that part. Oh, here Reality Rift. Here 2 seconds down. Here comes the Tide. He is level 6 now. He wants to use his Ravage. There's the Leshrac already dead. Ravage still getting used, and that is actually Tidehunter going down straight afterwards. Nice black hole though. Catches 2. Kinetic Field was nice too, but not enough. We have the Disruptor going down. Lina still goes down on the side of the Dire. Yamate taking a lot of damage from that Flame Break. 4 sticky napalms, but nobody gonna chase that. As TA picks off the Anti-Mage on the side. Chaos Knight picking up a blink. BKB. We have got Bedrider in a lot of trouble right now. We'll get a Malefice as well. Flame Break is on cooldown. Firefly's on cooldown. That's a triple kill for KYX by 23-5. And Orange, I don't think there's any way that Anti-Mage can get back from this one. I mean, his farm is just not good enough. 18 minutes in, he doesn't have a Battle Fury yet, and I don't think he's going to be given the time to be able to get his farm up enough to be taking on Orange here. There's aggressive lanes for Orange and aggressive play from them really working out this game. Rubik has picked up a Staff Wizardry, probably going to go for a 4 staff. Almost has it as well. I mean, just 400 gold, and he has it. Boots of Travel upon Alina. Because she could, just so she doesn't have to miss anything. Let's see what the rest is building. BKB was complete on the Chaos Knight, we saw that one. BKB being built up on the Enigma, I picked up an overclock. And Desolator indeed completed up on the Templar Assassin, so no real surprise there. And let's take a look, we already saw the Tidehunter being level 6, that is at least something. Gold-wise, he doesn't really have anything just yet. Anti-Mage is still farming, I mean, needs about, needs quite a bit actually. So not having his Battle Fury complete just yet. Blink Dagger up on the Bat Rider, so that may make for a bit more better initiation. But thinking about that, I mean, Bat Riders, they want to initiate, they want to throw the lasso and get someone back, but there needs to be damage to go through the target that is lassoed, and right now, that's not there. Leshrac, in the meantime, last one in the line, is of course also played as a support here, so doesn't really have anything apart from a couple of gauntlets. Kinetic Field doesn't block the Lina in, glimpse back in towards the middle of everybody of the Radiant. And Lina will, I think, pay for that with her life. Paintball going through still. Laguna Blade still hits on the Disruptor, but yeah. Leshrac still goes down actually to the TA coming in from the side, and that's the double kill for KYX by Tidehunter going down as well. And the rest now on the way out. Chaos Knight looking for Reality Rift. Is he gonna get it? Hello, Disruptor. No. Not a low Disruptor. It is nighttime. I don't think he saw him then. Tier 2 tower still standing. He's not going to be standing for long though. Orange is going to try to make sure of that one. And they might just continue on to the tier 3 even though Ravage is up. So they might be team fought here. But if they can win this fight, they will be able to take barracks as well. Flame Break will just try to spread them out a bit. Tower is going to be harassed here. Fortification is used. TP income from the Tidehunter and he actually cancels it. There you go, still lands the Ravage, still hits on 4, and they need to get damage though. Yamate getting a stun to follow up. I hear Bat Rider getting a last 2 off, but that's not gonna be enough. He is gonna get killed off by the TA. BKB popped on the Chaos Knight. Antimate's trying to get what he can, but he's gonna get Telekinesis. Gonna stun the Leshrac with that. And Templar Assassin, she's just looking for another way in. Oh, and there she goes, blink in, and that is the Disruptor already down. Double kill for the TA. Leshrac goes down so fast. Reality Rift making sure he could not get away from that one, and that is gonna be GG. I feel like. I mean, Ravage is on cooldown. Anti-Mage has got his Battle Fury, but is not back in time. It's like it cannot do anything anymore. And a GG is indeed called. So we do have Orange taking this game in round number 5, and we will be going on to round number 6. I'm gonna check if there is already a opponent waiting for them, or if we still have to wait for their opponent. Of course, this game wasn't very long, but there were of course some delays before we got the game started, so it might be that the team is already waiting for the game. And I'm actually gonna do that right now, so you'll miss the game sides for a second, but I will refresh the brackets. By the way, if you want to look the brackets up, you can go to gosugamers.net/Dota2, and on the right side of the screen you'll find a banner saying GosuCup Asia. You can find everything that you want there. If you click on the link that's below there, like the brackets and the teams participating, basically everything. Is that right now? Cannot. Oh, there we go. No, the other team is not ready yet. It will be either Departure or Go for Coffee. One of the two teams will be facing up against Orange in the next round. Everybody's disconnected from the Radiant side here at least. So this was GosuCup Asia. My name is Sheever. I'm a GosuGamers caster. You can check out. My website. SheeverGaming.com, and more importantly, you can subscribe to my YouTube, which is the way to support me. YouTube.com/SheeverGaming. That would be very much appreciated. We're waiting for the throne to actually fall, and then there we go. We are gonna jump ourselves into the next game. So stay tuned for more Dota 2 coming your way with Orange in the spotlight, because we are following them until they get taken out. If they get taken out, and then we're gonna follow the team that has taken them out. Chaos Knight didn't die a single time, neither did the Templar Assassin. Wow, 12-0, 7-0. That is quite convincing game indeed. Anyway, let's jump ourselves into the next game and stay tuned and be right back.